Red Right Hand follows a familiar trajectory and fits neatly into the growing modern Western subgenre currently led by the likes of Yellowstone. Although classified as an action thriller, these elements are pretty tame despite graphic violence and bloodshed. The film follows a more character-driven story, with our lead, Cash, Orlando Bloom, grappling with his past as he is resolved to live a peaceful life with his brother-in-law and niece. With his mind on his mantra, God, family, survival, Cash has little reason to stray off this redemptive path. Big Cat, Andie MacDowell, and her crew of ruthless goons feel like they walked right off the page of a trash draft for Sons of Anarchy, but her purpose is to be the embodiment of retribution for Cash's past misgivings and a challenge to overcome for his path forward. Red Right Hand is a story that is better on paper. Thematically, first-time screenwriter Jonathan Easley's film is in line with the Yellowstone era of westerns, stories about men who straddle a moral line while engaging in activities that have them reflecting on their mortality. Cash's story is engaging and will attract many, that is, if they aren't already tuning in for Orlando Bloom. Red Right Hand is at its strongest when it focuses on these introspective themes. It's not your average crime thriller, with the bad guys out to get the guy who wants out. Directing duo Esham and Ian Nelms managed to capture the themes on camera effectively, though there is more that could have been done to emphasize the poignant moments. Action thrillers commonly follow a playbook that is often devoid of compelling themes or interesting character arcs. Red Right Hand attempts to be something more. Sometimes it reaches its goals, but overall it finds itself closer to convention. Orlando Bloom ditches his British charm for a rugged American country drawl. Red Right Hand official trailer. Play video. Bloom is undoubtedly the main draw of Red Right Hand. He is sufficiently gruff and stoic, but still allows us to see the frantic desperation that lurks beneath Cash's cool exterior. Cash wants to protect his family, and with his past pressing its foot on their neck, he has to resort to violence and crimes to save them. With Cash being a man of God now, this dilemma seems ordained by the Almighty to test Cash's patience, faith, and morality. Bloom effectively portrays a conflicted man who can't help but follow the bloodier path to redemption and his family's survival. However, Bloom is more stilted than stoic at times, and I can only chalk that up to the demand of maintaining an American accent. The construction and effort put into his decent country accent detract from some of the more poignant scenes. If the narrative were transplanted to more familiar territory for Bloom, his performance would be enhanced by freely speaking in his English accent. This is a rather superficial criticism of his performance here, but as Bloom represents one of the film's better qualities, it sticks out more. Strong narrative choices are diminished by conventional filmmaking. Orlando Bloom looks menacingly at someone in Red Right Hand. Red Right Hand has quite a trajectory. It's formulaic and familiar, often straying too close to eye-rolling tropes and stereotypes that distract from its core themes. However, it does stay on track, developing its questions of morality as Cash gets deeper and deeper into a bloody mess with Big Cat. Easley is playing with some basic modern Western tropes and manages to have an engaging story on his hands, but what he and the directors fail to do is end the story in a way that is as poetic and affecting as the slow-burn story they have carefully constructed. While Bloom and MacDowell anchor the film with their strong performances, leading an ensemble cast that is foundational to this rugged Western, the score by Mondo Boys and cinematography by Johnny Durango do a lot to embed the themes and concepts into the atmosphere of the film. However, Red Right Hand's third act just doesn't stick the landing. Satisfying to a degree, the bloody climax and abrupt ending don't offer enough. With the slow building of tension, the film's ending comes across as too sudden, and only as a means of ending the story. While some may find it satisfying, thematically, it doesn't make for great closure to Cash's moral dilemma. But it clumsily brings the whole God, family, survival concept full circle, and it can be considered consistent for that reason alone.